This is a technology and a company that has developed in the years together with users. And we have developed vanguard pioneering solutions. Our history is very long. It started in 1964 when Maschio, the first company, was founded by two brothers who started the line for green maintenance machines. And in those years, we had a huge growth. And then in 1994, we bought another Italian company, Gaspardo, that was leader in planters and spreaders. Then the company grew even more, and in 2013, it first bought Unigreen crop protection machines, and in 2014, when we bought another Italian company that works in the field of hay and forage. In 2017, Maschio Gaspardo bought another company, which is Moro Pietro Meccanica, another very important Italian company, which works in the field of plowing, so the production of plowing machines, plows. So Maschio Gaspardo nowadays can supply a whole range of products, a complete range of products, both in Italy and abroad. 85% of Maschio Gaspardo's turnover is carried out in the international market outside of Italy, and this shows how important our group is at an international level. It is an important group because we can really provide solutions to customers all over the world, innovative solutions in several fields. And here, actually, you can see a few figures. Maschio Gaspardo has a 326 million turnover, so it's become a large company with 2,000 employees, 8 plants, 5 in Italy, 1 in Romania, 1 in India, and 1 in China. And the foreign plants aim to meet the needs of countries that are most farthest away from Italy for geographic reasons. So, of course, we have offices all over the world, in the US, in South Africa, in Ukraine, in Russia, all over the world, really. And we can provide more than 70,000 machines a year. And we have developed a lot from this point of view. As I said earlier, we have a complete range of products, thanks also to the acquisitions we have been involved in. And because of this complete product range, we can provide products on soil preparation, tilling, with power harrows, but also with no-till or mini-till soil conditions. Also, we can provide products for precision planters, even high-speed planters. Then we have also combined and also planting on hard ground. Also, we have sprayers for cereals. We have atomizers for various fields. Hay and forage, excuse me. This is, we have a rotopress line and also other machines, equipment really associated with this. Then we have green maintenance as well. We have flail mowers, for example. We have also boom mowers. So we can provide solutions in several fields. Now, let's focus on the most important part of our presentation today, which is the Isotronic technology for agriculture 4.0, which is the most topical and really burning issue in Italy and elsewhere, in particular in Italy as well, because now in Italy we've got tax reliefs for people who want to invest in digital technology in agriculture. So the market is doing fairly well in Italy because of these tax incentives. Now, agriculture 4.0, but we have to start from industry 1.0. And nowadays we've got industry 4.0, which is the fourth industrial revolution. As you know, the development of the economy goes through several industrial revolutions. We are witnessing the fourth industrial revolution with the development of technology, the digital technologies, which are blended with previous technologies. And what technologies am I referring to? Well, you can see them on the slide. Big data, for example, the structure made of data, the set of data that allow us to carry out in-depth analysis. But then cloud computing, and then robotics, blockchains. So a set of new technologies that open up new scenarios, not only for agriculture, but for all other economic sectors, starting from industry. So for the future, we expect a remarkable improvement in general. Now, as far as agriculture is concerned, what does this revolution mean for farming, thanks to these new technologies? Well, let's start from precision agriculture. This is nothing new. Already in the 1970s or 80s in the US, farmers were experiencing precision agriculture, whereas this is more recent in Italy. But it's not new. And agriculture 4.0 gives much importance to precision uh, farming, because digital farming really is a more precise, a more accurate way of working. But it's not just this, it's something more. Thanks to precision agriculture, there is a development of connectivity. We can see that thanks to the technologies I mentioned earlier on, all the machines, all the equipment, all the implements, or even drones, and then data collection centers, we can connect all the machines, all the implements, all the offices, so we can monitor in real time information, and we are connected, let's say, with all the devices, all the machines, all the rooms, as it were, that have played a role in our farming world. And then we've got automation, of course. Through big data and data collection, it is possible to develop systems that perform automatic functions and algorithms. This is particularly important for these automatic functions that help us reduce costs. And then for farming, blockchain technology is very important. This is technology at the basis of the present Bitcoin system. Blockchain was used in the past for traceability in the diamond industry. Now we have started very recently to use this opportunity, which is blockchain traceability in farming. But this is one of the most important future developments for organic farming, but also for specific local products. These are going to be very important. So vanguard technologies which are allow us to be interconnected, automatic, to trace, to perform precision agriculture. Maschio Gaspardo has decided to bet, as it were, on Isobus the last few years, and an increasing number of manufacturers now are adopting Isobus. We started to use this protocol already a few years ago. This is a way to allow standardized communication also in different brands. There is a single flow of data through CAN or through the data kits that are being supplied by the Isobus system. Additionally, the data that is being supplied is high quality data. And for precision agriculture, this is even more important. If we don't have good data, precision agriculture simply is not possible. Then in one single device, the virtual terminal, you have all parameters that control various machines, and you receive all the data to and from the platforms and the cloud. Now let's see how this Isobus works and what is the, as it were, the structure of or the architecture of an Isobus machine, starting from a tractor. And through the CAN line, it is possible to connect with one or more Isobus implements. For example, we can see here on the left a electric device, and then a hopper, a frontal hopper, which is connected with Isotronic, and so with electric transmission, Isobus controlled. All the data goes through an Isobus terminal, which allows us to control the tractor and the two implements, the hopper and the other. And thanks to the most accurate data, we can really be better able to connect and to use these data because of the connection. Now, as I was saying, there are some tax incentives for those who invest in this field in Italy. And because of this, if you invest on this through the computer and even with your smartphone, you can communicate data. So the cloud communicates with the individual farmer. And so this gives you an idea of how the system is working. And Maschio Gaspardo has believed in this communication system and this Isobus because it's the most exhaustive, complete, the most secure data and effective system that provides high quality data. As in the case, well, Isotronic is our product brand, Isotronic. Iso makes reference to Isobus, and Tronic makes reference to electric transmission. We have a Chrono 916 high velocity planter. I'll give you some details of how the system works. So these machines can be controlled easily. Also in this case, this is Magica, this is not high speed, this is Isotronic anyway. And also for cereal farming and all the precision cereal seeding machines have Isotronic versions that are improved, optimized. And also we have other types of products. I work with planting and seeding and so on. So you'll see many images about these types of machines. But with your next webinars, you'll see other products. This is Campus 65, another product that is the largest Maschio Gaspardo trailed sprayer, and Aberdeen Corbett, a colleague of mine, will talk to you about this line of products. This is Tempo Ultra, another product which is going to be presented in a few days. And also we launched Primo, and also this new Primo EW Isotronic, with this we can provide the best possible solutions for 4.0 agriculture. But also this line of products here, which is being like now, with Isobus, these are part of the Isotronic. Davide Pasalini is the person who will describe these products today, in the next few days, with another seminar. Now, let's go back to some details with Isobus and Isotronic, Gaspardo Isotronic. Now, basic, the task controller basic function allows us to send data that the equipment generates, that the implement generates, and send exhaustive documentation which can be analyzed with distant farming platforms that are available on the market. Also, thanks to this basic function, one can send to the tractor terminal, which can be inbuilt or added. So it is possible to download precision maps which help you in variable dosing or variable sowing operations. So variable rate, you can see in the past, now these data are being transmitted through the cloud, and this is the future of the cloud. And what do we mean by variable rate? We mean input variable rate, that is the or the fertilizer we want to distribute, to spread the product based on the variable potential. So this means that through this technique, this system, we can have a variable rate of distribution. This means that we are more efficient in distributing the big fertilizers or seeds, and this may change on climate, on the weather, etc. Another function which is found in our isotronic machines is the section control, automatic section control, which is always available manually. In this case, it's available also automatic. Save fertilizers, to save seeds, so you you can close certain sections and reactivate them later on in order to avoid that the same seed or fertilizer, the fertilizer is distributed on the same area twice. We need to save, and you farmers need to save as much as possible, and they don't want to waste material. Now, the third part of my presentation today will focus on Chrono, which is a technology which we launched in 2017 in Hanover at the trade fair. This is a high-speed planting technology. This is a technology that we are launching on the market with a set of new machines of various planters. Maschio Gaspardo has followed the whole of the evolution of precision seeding, like with Friuli, the first machine, the 730, and then double disc machines. And then we have developed electric Isobus, Isotronic transmission, and now we have Chrono. So you can see a remarkable evolution. This slide speaks for itself. Actually, with Maschio Gaspardo, evolution is our motto, really. And we are very proud of our product today because you can work with this machine at double the speed you would have with other machines. So we're really proud of what we can obtain. The system has specific features that makes it much better than its competitors. This is the chrono element, the technology we can supply you with. We've worked on the technology itself, but also on the design, just to convey a message of innovation, of something that is the future in the field of precision farming. And the market actually has recognized us. We have presented this product in several occasions, and we've always been awarded prizes. In Paris, we've received a machine that had May 2019. This is the most prestigious prize, but also we got a prize in Cologne, in Verona, in Zaragoza, etc. So Chrono is a high-speed planter. And the main benefit, of course, here is the benefit we can obtain is time, is the amount of time you save, because the machine is very, very fast, which means that you finish earlier, you can be very timely, you can optimize your own agendas, but also there are some, not just some time benefits, also economic benefits, because there are lower costs and because the yield improves, and I'll tell you why. And also there are some more farming-related issues. We can be more precise in the distance because of the very nature of the system. It's a precision system, and also the depth of seeding is homogeneous. On the right-hand side, you can see how we positioned this system, our concept, I would say, of seeding concept, which is a vanguard technology that helps us sow at high speed, 15 kilometers per hour, and this technology can also exceed this very good result. Now, let's go back to the farming-related benefits provided by Chrono, by this technology. Well, first of all, the SP element, which is the element that has allowed for the growth of agriculture in Italy. Now we have it much more precise because this system was very, very accurate, and actually this was the case in the past. But then there was an improvement with double disc machines, the MTR machines, and the double disc machines. So the SPs were the first, then we had MTRs, which had also the benefit of having a homogeneous depth of seed placing. Even in the case of a stony, irregular soil, the depth is homogeneous with MTR. And then in the last 10 years, there was an additional benefit with the introduction of the isotronic electric transmission, Isobus controlled systems. So we can really optimize precision agriculture, and Chrono is all these benefits put together. So FDFTR, isotronic, etc. Why? Because the Chrono can be more precise, more accurate than all the other machines available on the market. It is very accurate also in terms of depth, and also it puts together all the technologies that we have developed with Isotronic in terms of precision and Agriculture 4.0. You can see here this element here. You can see the chronocentre, which is at the very heart of this element. The system conveys the seed from the distributor to the farrow, and it can be set, though there is a variable regulation, as I say, because this means that because of this system is different from the other systems we have, we find in the market. So this is a high-speed and precision system at the same time. You can see here the spring, the air spring, because at each seeding there is a air charged spring, which is controlled by Isobus. In this way, we can control the pressure of planting of seed placement. This is important because the air spring can apply up to 300 kilograms per unit. And in our seeding concept today, we want a solution which is versatile from all points of view. We agriculture nowadays are different conditions, heterogeneous, diverse conditions. So you can be killed or minimally killed or hard, no till at all, and so there can be different seeds which require different depths and different textures. So the chrono system is automatic, and it allows also the seeding on hard ground. And then there is electric transmission. And today we are presenting products, electric products, in the case of fertilizer spreaders, so not just planters. But today we are using the same electric technology also for spreaders and hoppers. What about hoppers? They are very well designed because the actual the operator says that these hoppers are really very easy to use. And then there will be various implements that can, for example, clean up the row and stones, and then there is another device which allows a sort of a pre-cut of the farrow, and because of this, the residue does not enter in contact with the seed, and so that's very good. And also, we have the chrono system, which transfers the system to the soil. And then we have a farrow closing device, HD, because also in the case of mini-till soil conditions, the sowing farrow can be closed properly, but also there are other devices, for example, a small wheel, rubber wheel, which presses, as it were, the seeds in the farrow so as to facilitate the future development. And this is the chrono system in another configuration. We have two systems here. The first is you can see the changing pressure, which happens in standard planters like in our FTRs. And so a pressure change system to convey the seeds to the planting or seeding disc. But also in this case, we have a pressure system. So the first one was a pressure change, that is a depression, whereas we have also the pressure of the seeding device, which makes high speed possible. And as I was saying, the airflow, which is so important for the actual seeding, can be regulated and can be set according to needs. It is possible to really regulate this airflow to maximize seeding pressure. The precious seeding is not always the same, quite the contrary, because it is based on the depth of sowing in the speed of the actual sowing operation. Let's now see the features of the distributor of seeds. And we have, as I was saying, a new distributor of seeds. This is an innovation at home for the Chrono system. It is patented and it is completely new. It is still transfer of the seed in a precise way through the sort of pipe. And then there is this intermediate device that makes nutrition avoid by means of a vacuum system. It is fixed to the disk, and so there is no wear. Then there is an aluminium lid which can be removed easily, which allows access to the body of the distributor for maintenance. And of course, if there are abnormalities, the virtual terminal is immediately uh, informed about this, and this makes it possible to intervene to do something in a very precise micrometric way. Now, going back to the issue of the actual placement of the seeds, what is the advantage in Chrono? We can regulate and change the airflow based on the type of seed, for example. So if we move from corn, which is very large, to sunflower or soy, the pressure that we set is high. Whereas in the case of smaller seeds, we have lower pressure, as in the case of sugar beet or sorghum, for example. This is important for the seeding depth. For example, if there is no opportunity to regulate the airflow, if the flow is the same as in the case for corn, if you seed sorghum, there is a risk of actually causing a mistake, an error in the actual seeding, and this is not acceptable in sugar beet, for example. So because in this case, the pressure would be too high and too high for a small seed. So in the case of Chrono, I think that our best point is that we can regulate, we can vary, we can set the airflow so that the pressure of seeding can be changed according to needs. And farmers and contractors really have asked us to do something about this. And so for things like sugar beet, for rape seeds, for sorghum. Now let me conclude with an overview of some chrono programs. This is Chrono 306. This is telescopic frame and mostly for corn and soy, with 6 or 7 rows is totally electronic transmission, both for seed, for micro, and for fertilizer spreading. Then there is another model, Chrono 708, which is trail, and which is frontally foldable. You can see the difference, the distance between the rows. You can see the break. And these are machines which are not typical of the Italian market. So this is for Eastern Europe and other countries as well. For example, the Corona 118, you can see this is much, much larger. 12 rows, a compact machine for its size, and it has a special cart for its transportation. So it is towed with these carts. And then this is our flagship, as it were, Chrono 916, which is trained with a trained hopper and with a foldable seating bar with a lot of rows. Okay, this was a overview of some of our products. If you have questions, I would be very happy to answer them. Of course, if you have questions. I can't see any questions. I think there should be questions on the chat.